Hey guys, so recently I had a lot of people wanting me to do a video on this topic, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. So recently, Jillian Michaels gave her opinion on the ketogenic diet, and I just want to go through point by point and talk about it. So let's get started.
I've been in the fitness business for a long time. What's changed the most over the years?
Oh my gosh. I mean, the reality of fitness and nutrition is they're all just fads reskinned, right? I mean, if you think about it, like right now it's keto. And like, I don't know if anybody is as old as me in this room, but that diet used to be called Atkins. And my mother did it in 1980. So, you know.
So it is true the Atkins diet does put you in ketosis. But the Atkins diet is pretty high in protein. So keto is moderate protein. Okay, so I just want to clarify that.
So, you know, what happens is that people will take fads and trends and reskin them with a different name.
So what is keto? Is low carbs?
Keto is exactly, it puts you in ketosis.
But you know, but that's not good for you though.
No, it's not. And at the end of the day, just like 2 + 2 will always equal 4, when it comes to health, it's an energy equation. Eat less, use common sense with your food choices, and move more. And that's just...
All right, guys, so that is the solution. If we just ate less and moved more, we would all lose weight. First of all, if you're in practice for any period of time and you're working with people one-on-one, especially over the age of 40, especially if they're female, especially if they're premenopausal, you're going to run up against a situation with a very slow metabolism. And eating less and moving more is not going to work. So one thing she really doesn't realize is that exercise has a very small influence over your ability to lose weight. Maybe if you're lucky, it's 15%. That means that 85% of your results in weight loss has to do with eating.
That's just simple science. You can't.
Simple science.
Okay, let me ask you this. With all the information that's out there, what's the biggest myth?
I would think the one of the...
All right, let's go to another one.
The keto diet. I don't understand. Like, why would anybody think this is a good idea? Your cells, your macromolecules are literally made up of protein, fat, carbohydrates, nucleic acids.
Okay, so let's talk about that point. This is one of the million reasons why you should not do a ketogenic diet, because your cells are made out of fat, protein, carbohydrates, and nucleic acids. Most of your brain is fat. Most of your nervous system is fat. Most of your endocrine system is fat. And then the rest is protein. You actually don't have a large amount of carbohydrate that makes up the structural part of your body. Yes, it can be used as fuel, but it doesn't make up body cells. So if your brain and nervous system and muscles are mostly protein and fat, why wouldn't you want to consume a higher fat, moderate protein, low carbohydrate diet? The diet that she recommends is very high in carbohydrate. So what physical structural component of your cells are high in carbohydrate? There is none.
When you do not eat one of the 3 macronutrients, those 3 things I just mentioned, you're starving your cells.
All right, so let me just kind of explain this. And this is mainly for new people. It's not for people that have been watching my videos. It's really obvious that she just does not understand this one really important topic in relationship to the ketogenic diet, and that is the word insulin. She does not understand what that is and what it does, how it functions in the body. So for those of you that are new, insulin is a hormone made by the pancreas, and one of its functions is to lower blood sugars, okay? And it gets triggered by carbohydrates. When we consume too much carb, we raise insulin too much, and then we develop a condition called insulin resistance, where your body is blocking it. When you get insulin resistance, what happens is the body starts making more of it to try to connect with that cell because it's being resistive.
Those macronutrients serve a very important purpose for your overall health and well-being, each and every one of them. Period, end of story. You don't eat processed sugar, you don't eat processed grains, and to make a very long story short, avoid the keto diet.
So when you do a balanced diet and include all this carbohydrate, you're gonna keep insulin very, very high. in the presence of just a little bit of insulin, all the fat-burning hormones get blocked and nullified. So in other words, insulin blocks and prevents weight loss. The more insulin in the bloodstream, the harder it is to lose weight. If someone has a slow metabolism and they have a little too much insulin, they're going to have even a tougher time losing weight despite how many hours of exercise that they do. And when you develop insulin resistance, you can't absorb those nutrients. So the concept of everything in moderation or a balanced diet is a very bad idea. So I looked at Jillian's website just to find out what food she's recommending. Of course, you can do toast. You can do fruit like apples and bananas. You can do yogurt, waffles, pizza, pop chips. That's processed potato, okay? These are all just gonna raise insulin. It's gonna make it harder and harder to lose weight. And one more little point about this is that she's part owners with a company called SodaStream, and some of the products have sugar in it. So of course, she has to justify that. I mean, the ketogenic diet right now is exploding. It is the fastest trending diet right now. And because she spent years promoting the same old low calorie, low fat, whole grain, eat everything in moderation, snacking between meals, she obviously has to defend that viewpoint because there are so many people searching for the ketogenic diet. And her whole thing is the exact opposite of the ketogenic diet. So it's really obvious that she's not trying to understand it. She doesn't have a clue. She doesn't understand insulin. And she just has to invalidate it because it's basically opposing her diet. All right, so let's just continue. This is an article, NBC internal investigation probe whether Biggest Loser contestants were given drugs. So right now there's a lawsuit going on to determine if there was drugs involved to help people lose weight. Jillian Michaels was one of the personal trainers involved in this show. And very, very few of these contestants ever kept the weight off simply because they found that it slowed their metabolism. Let me show you.
They found that the average contestant's metabolism had dramatically slowed down, and although they may have continued to eat healthy and exercise, they had trouble keeping the weight off.
So the big problem with The Biggest Losers is the carbohydrate content. When you keep the carbohydrates too high, it actually slows the metabolism. And even ketosis by itself needs to be done in a healthy way because it's not lose weight and get healthy, it's get healthy to lose the weight. Now that might sound really simple, but it's very, very effective, especially if you want to keep the weight off. So for those of you that are new to keto, don't get discouraged when you hear things like this. Learn the facts, understand why it works, how it works, understand insulin. I put a little mini course down below for you personally to get the facts and not the opinions that are not true. So you yourself can get the amazing results that keto has the potential to give you.
Keto is low carb.
Keto is exactly, it puts you in ketosis.
But that's not good for you, though.
No, it's not.
So I've lost 130 pounds with keto and intermittent fasting. And I love it. I feel amazing.
Little old me was on 350 milligrams of blood pressure meds. Every time I complained to the doctors, they just keep giving me more and more, and it wasn't helping me. So I decided to quit everything and do keto and intermittent fasting, and it is so working. I'm the healthier for it. I feel like it then added back 30 years to my life.
I lost from July to November, I lost 60 pounds.
You know what we need to do? All fat and animal protein. Ding, ding, ding. No, bad plan.
I've been on keto since a year ago, January. I'm 76. I've lost 25 pounds.
I've been following your plan for like the last 14 months, and I have lost about 40 pounds, brought back my A1C below 5.5, which is 5.4 now, and kind of reversed my pre-diabetes. And also lost my stomach inches, about 8 inches.
Wow.
That's not bad.
I've been doing keto since December, so I lost 42 pounds. I'm in maintenance now. I'm back to the weight I was pretty much in high school.
Lost about 40 pounds.
Wow.
I've been on your keto diet since 5 months, and I've lost 50 pounds, and I'm in
a... No, bad plan.
Insulin-dependent type 2, and I'm 72 years old. I was on 100 units a day of insulin, and I've been able to bring it down to 20 units.
So I am following you last 62 days, and I lost almost 50 pound weight in 60 days.
Wow.
It's incredible.
I've been following your keto on steroids
since end of November. It's been going pretty well. Lost about 46 pounds or so now.
Ding, ding, ding. No, bad plan.
I am ecstatic. I have gotten rid of all of my arthritis.
So my journey through keto and intermittent fasting has been something that has literally changed my life. It has also saved my life. You know, I started Keto Diet because of fighting brain cancer, and before that I was doing the complete opposite. And I never thought in a million years that I was going to be consuming low carbs, and I never thought that I would feel the way that I do, and now I feel better than I ever have when I'm really not supposed to. You know, I was going through chemotherapy and radiation, and that's kind of when I found the ketogenic diet, and you know, doctors were like, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. They gave me literally a book of side effects and symptoms and problems I was going to have, and I literally had none of them. And keto diet and intermittent fasting has been so incredibly powerful in overcoming that, and it's something that has changed my life in more ways than one. Other than physical results, it's mental results, it's just emotional balance, it's incredible. And again, keto diet has literally saved my life.